What's up, guys? So, can I talk about a couple obvious reasons that the Earth is not flat? I love this camera. You can see pretty good in the dark. I'm glad I bought this phone. Galaxy S7. Shout out. Um, so look, there's the moon. It's almost a full moon right now. Okay. Yet, shit. I mean, it's hard to even begin with how silly it is. Have you ever seen the flat Earth model? So they say that the sun and the moon are within the dome or some shit like that, right? Yet, okay, some people try to say that the moon is self-illuminated. Okay, that's whatever. Go ahead, believe. No, don't even believe that. Okay, look. So first of all, if the Earth was a flat plane and there was a sun anywhere above it, the entire flat plane would be illuminated unless there was something obstructing the light from coming from that sun. You see what I'm saying? So if there's a sun, even though it's like, you'd be able to see it too. If this bitch was flat, doesn't matter how far the sun fucking goes, you'd be able to see it. You know what I mean? That's just fucking stupid. Okay, it is. That's a fucking retarded thing. The sun, we'd still be illuminated. It'd just be a further out thing. And you know what I mean? It's like, y'all dumb. Okay, second of all, and you can look at the moon. You can't really see it. It's kind of full moon right now. It's not totally full. It's very close. And if you actually pay attention to where the sun is in relation to the moon, and look at the phase of the moon, it makes sense, like why the moon has a certain phase, because the sunlight is hitting the moon at a certain angle. It's hitting a sphere that's floating up there at a certain angle. It illuminates a certain surface area of the moon. It's a very simple concept. I mean, man, like, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I actually kind of like the flat Earth movement because they talk about a lot of other stuff too, and like, at least if it was drawing attention to a lot of other stuff. But dude, if y'all just don't use common sense, like, oh my gosh, like, some of the stuff I've seen just does not make sense. Like, there's this guy that like brought up an old map. It was one of those maps that kind of is like, it kind of looks like the United Nations map, and like, he was basically saying, look, why would they make maps like this? That's just because how they made maps, bro. Another thing, he showed like flight patterns on that the like United Nations looking map. This looks like from the northern hemisphere, has the North Pole in the middle, and then like a ring of ice for Antarctica. He showed the flight patterns, and they're all curved. If we're on a flat Earth, why the freak would those flight patterns curve? Why wouldn't they just go straight lines from point A to point B? Why would they all curve, bro? It's like, y'all are just ignorant. Like, what are y'all doing with that? I don't even know what else to say, really. I mean, there's other things. Like, you can look through a telescope and look at certain planets. You can actually see Venus in the morning, and you can see it has phases just like the moon does. You can see like a crescent phase of Venus being lit up by the sun, and you could tell, like, by the way where the sun is and where the planet is and the phase that the planet has, that it makes sense. The sun's pretty far away, hitting at a certain angle and lighting up that spherical body at a certain angle to light up a certain surface area. It's a very simple common sense type thing. The moon is exactly the same. You can tell the moon's relatively close because right now it's like full moon, but where's the sun? If we were on a flat plane, like I said, and the sun was anywhere above this flat plane, we would still be illuminated by the sun, unless there was an object obstructing it, and that's nowhere in the flat Earth model. So I mean, that's just so stupid. You know how stupid? It's just a dumb thing. But obviously, we have like a full moon. Some people try to say stuff like the freaking moon is self-illuminated. Like, what? How does? I mean, why would it change phases then? Like, what's the logic behind that? The whole model that we have works perfectly. Sun very far away, hitting at a certain angle. Right now, the reason we have a full moon and the sun is below the horizon is because the sun is super far, so it's hitting at like almost like a 90-degree angle. The moon, you know what I mean? It's hitting the planet and the moon. They're both like basically, not literally, because you have to do like trigonometry. If you have a triangle with Earth, Moon, Sun, ABC, you would have a very short line segment between the Earth and the Moon, and then these really long line segments almost at like 90-degree angles to the Sun. Obviously it's not, because that's just not how trigonometry works. And but very close. So it's almost hitting the Moon and the Earth, the sunlight, from a very long distance away at a 90-degree angle. And that's why the freaking Moon is lit up the way it is, because it's hitting it perpendicular to the face that we see. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple, dude. It's all so simple, dude. I'm just trying to figure out why people are just... Look, I like the Flat Earth movement because they were like talking about a lot of other stuff. They're talking about all types of conspiracy stuff. They're talking about Admiral Byrd going down to Antarctica and all types of stuff. You know, like, okay, y'all, they talking about something. That's good, but you gotta use some common sense, man. You really do. And if you don't, I mean, you're just gonna make yourself look dumb, and nobody's probably gonna listen to you after that. Like, see, that's the thing. A lot of people say this Flat Earth movement was like what do they call that? A disinfo thing, kind of like to make conspiracy theorists look dumb. Like, it might be true, because, you know, it does seem kind of dumb. I mean, look, dude, just don't be so stupid. Don't be stupid. I heard a lot of other stuff, but this Flat Earth thing, bro, like, y'all are sounding silly. Like, the evidence is right in front of you. Though the stuff I seen people pull up, I remember some dude brought like I saw a video, this dude that pulled up like an old encyclopedia, and it's like, oh, when they went down to Antarctica, there was a dome, and he was saying, oh, they said dome, the word dome, so he's like automatically assuming meant a dome above everything. No, they're talking about a dome of ice or something, bro. Like, there's a landform, a dome. Like, he's like, the word dome, we said it right there. You can't find any new encyclopedias. Like, bro, like, you're tripping. Like, it's just silly, that type of stuff. Like, what are y'all doing? That is the type of craze, conspiracy, just falling for everything type stuff that, you know, people who make fun of conspiracy theorists, you know, make fun of. You know, they're like, yeah, y'all are just crazy believing everything you hear, like, without common sense. Oh, man. Like I said, I like the Flat Earth movement because it kind of brought people to other stuff. But y'all gotta wake up, man. Like, it's not what it is. You know what I mean, bro? Man, it's funny to me. Very funny. Kind of funny, not really, but whatever. Shit, some people said they went to the moon and they saw fucking structures up there. I believe that before I believe it's a fucking flat earth. Cause it's just not a flat earth. Cause the sun would be lighting us up right now still, even if it was far away. Cause it'd be flat. You go get a piece of paper, you go get a fucking flashlight, go into a fucking big old empty room. I don't care how big it is. There's a fucking warehouse over there, and you can fucking go into that warehouse, shine a flashlight. It's gonna light the whole fucking floor up, because there are angles at which that light can hit it. Unless there's an object obstructing the light path, we would still be lit up by the moon or sun right now, but we're not. Why? Because the sun's on the other side of a spherical planet, and it's very far away. That's why we have a full moon right now. Gosh, people. It just don't make no sense. Like, I don't know. Go ahead and learn about, I hope one day people just snap out of it, so it's whatever. I'm not even gonna hold it against anybody, because it has pulled people into other stuff, and I think that's good. And but yeah, flat earth model, bro, that's not it, bro. That's not what's going on. It's just not, dude. You can use logic, dude. I don't know what to tell y'all, but it's not even a hard concept, I don't feel like. So I think that's why people who are like, you know, it really does almost seem like a disinfo thing to like discredit conspiracy theories, because you got normal people with good logic that'll be like, dude, y'all are crazy, and like that's gonna make people not even want to listen to you after that. You know what I mean? There is other shit happening in the world, dude. Like, there's a lot of crooked stuff happening in the world. You know, that's something that people should pay attention to, you know, for a number of reasons. So I guess also people who, you know, look at the flat earth people and think they're crazy, you know, don't be deterred from all conspiracy theories altogether, because believe me, there's some crooked stuff happening in this world. A lot of crooked stuff. So pay attention. I'm out of here. I just want to talk about that. It was on my mind, so there you go. I'm gonna cut this at 10 minutes precisely. I'm out.